Hello and welcome to Phase 1, the baseline phase. This is one of 3 phases of this study. Please watch this 10-minute video prior to opening any additional emails for this study. Thank you for your participation. This presentation is designed to introduce Phase 1, describe how to access the material, explain the expectations of the participant, and provide a demonstration on how to access the material. The video will be available throughout the study and can be referenced at your leisure. You can access the video through the link in this original email or review the video outline included in this email. Phase 1 will last 1 week. Your participation will only be required for 3 to 5 days of this week. You will be asked to complete a self-assessment survey, and in the surveys, the questions will ask you how to rate your feelings about specific statements, and answers may range on a scale from never, sometimes, often, or always. The surveys will be provided through an emailed link to a survey site called Qualtrics. All emails will have the same subject line for this phase, which is titled MBSR Baseline Assessments or Assessment, depending on how many links are included. The first email will contain 2 separate links to complete. The subsequent emails only have 1 link. I will explain more about the email links in greater detail in the next slide. Lastly, your time commitment to complete the surveys will be roughly 10 to 15 minutes for each email received within this phase. Now let's talk about how to access the assessments. You will be able to access your email and complete the surveys from any device with internet access, and that could be your phone, tablet, laptop, or desktop computer. It's important to note that it is your responsibility to ensure reliable internet and that you're checking your email at least 1 time a day. For this phase, you'll receive an email in your inbox that will be titled MBSR Baseline Assessments. The email will provide a link to the surveys and allow you an opportunity to document any adverse events. The content in each email will only have a slight variation, as the first email will include 2 separate links to 2 different surveys, and the following emails will only include 1 link for 1 survey. And that survey will be one that is also included in the first email. You will have to re-enter a login code for each survey that you take. And this is the login code that will be given to you when you complete the demographic questionnaire. You will put that code in to unlock all the surveys for the remainder of the study. It's important to mention that your continued participation with the study will be based on the results of the perceived stress scale, which will be included in the first email of this phase. If your results indicate that you fall below the average to high range for stress, you will be notified by email that you no longer qualify for the study. And an adverse event may be something that you have deemed significant to potentially impact the outcome of your survey results. And this could be a spouse losing a job, a child getting ill, or something that may have impacted your stress for that time period. And this is not required to complete if there is nothing to report. Now I will outline the participant expectations. You are expected to complete both surveys linked in the first email and to complete the 1 survey linked to the additional emails within this phase. Please re-enter that same login code for each individual survey that's given to you when you do the demographic questionnaire. Each email will be sent based on your time zone, and you will have 24 hours to access the links and complete the survey from when the email was sent. Failure to complete the survey within 24 hours 2 times will result in disqualification from the study. So please check your email at least 1 time per day to ensure your continued participation. Another expectation is that you access the material at roughly the same time of day throughout the study. It is recommended that you set an intention now of what time of day works best for you and your schedule. This could be morning, afternoon, evening, or night, and examples could be early morning before the kids wake up or at your desk after work. The idea is to just be consistent throughout the study. There's no right or wrong time to complete the tasks. And when completing the surveys, please complete the surveys in a place or environment free from distractions to ensure your complete attention to the questions. Lastly, in order to be transparent with you, I want to notify you that the researcher will be able to track if and when emails are opened to ensure your participation and compliance with the study's protocols and recommendations. Furthermore, you'll be expected to reply to the MBSR baseline assessment emails if you need to make note of any adverse effect. To reiterate, you only need to document any adverse events if something comes up. This is not required. Any adverse event may be something in your life that has happened where you feel it has the possibility to impact the outcome of your survey results. Additional examples may include starting a medication for the purpose of reducing depression or anxiety, a pet passing away, or significant changes in your workload or job responsibilities. Truly anything professionally or personally that may impact your stress for that time period. And if you're unsure if a life event would be considered an adverse event, please include it anyway. All your responses will be kept confidential. Additionally, once this video is completed, please go back to this original email to complete the demographic questionnaire through the link provided. When you click the link to Qualtrics, you will be given a login code. Please keep that code for your records, as you will need to re-enter this code for all additional surveys within the study. Then reply to this email to confirm to the researcher that I have your correct email address, which will be used as the primary means of communication for the remainder of the study. In that reply, please also include your login code that you are given. Now, let me switch my screen to show you how to access the material. Here, I open my email and I see a new email entitled MBSR Baseline Assessments. I'm going to go ahead and click and open that. You'll see here that I have outlined how many links that you will need to complete and a reminder that you need to do or complete the surveys within 24 hours of this email being sent. Underneath there will be the links that you will click to access the surveys, and below that is where you'll document any adverse events. So I can access the links here by clicking on them, or I can copy and paste them into my browser. Once I click on them, I'll be taken to this page here. You can see on the left-hand side is what the desktop view will look like, and on the right-hand side will be the mobile version. I'm going to enter my login code, and again, this is specific for each person, and click Next. There it will take me to the survey, and at the top, you'll have the directions, and underneath that will be each question that you will need to answer. I'm going to go through and answer each question to the best of my ability. And once I'm done, I'm going to click the arrow again, and it will bring me to this screen that shows that my response has been recorded. Now, if I need to document any adverse effects, I'm going to go back into that original email and click the reply button. Once I reply, I'm going to type in the adverse event. Let's see. Then I will click the send button. This concludes the Phase 1 informational video. This video link and attached outline will remain active for this phase and can be accessed again at any time. Please contact the researcher immediately if you have trouble accessing the email or assessments. I have also included my contact information here in case you have any additional questions or concerns. Please be on the lookout for the first email titled MBSR Baseline Assessments. Once this phase is completed, you will receive another email video which will outline the next phase of this study. Thank you very much.